Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are led by Commanding General YAHANNA. Today is the I.S.U.P.K. Friday Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? Let me check something real quick. Alright, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Well, we will go over our native tongue. You know what I'm saying? This tongue was the language that was beaten out of us. This is an ancient tongue. You understand? The holy tongue. Lashawan Qadash. You know what I'm saying? This is our true tongue that they have beaten out of our backs and they deemed a dead language. But since 1969, the I.S.U.P.K has probably been edifying and educating our people of our true identity and our true culture and even our language. And that's what we're going to learn today. Today is going to be a beginner's class, you understand? Where, you know, we're going to go over the nations. You understand? The nations that are in the Bible. This is something that will come up on the test. So please make sure that you have a notepad if you are aspiring to be an officer. You understand? With that, we're going to go ahead and start our class as we always do by going over the alphabet. Class, repeat after me. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I.S.U.P.K, Qu, R, Sh, and Th. All right. That's just a warm up, you understand, to get us familiar with the alphabet. You understand? If you can see it, please feel free to screenshot it. If you cannot see it, then I will bring the camera close so that way we'll be able to see it so you can have it in your files. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and get into our first name of the night. Dang. Go ahead and throw that away. Alright, today we will be going over the nations. Right? Our first nation of the night is Israel. Does anybody in the class or online know what Israel is in Hebrew? Please tell me. You got it? You know what it is? Yashala. You know how to say it? Spell it in Hebrew. Alright, no sweat. Okay. No big deal, no big deal. Come on up, give it a try, brother. You know what I'm saying? I know you study. That's the only reason I'm testing you, because this is something that will be on the this is something that will be on the test. Go ahead. something that will be on the test. You know what I'm saying? That's great. Excellent work. All right. So as you can see, what the brother has written down on the board is Israel. You understand? Which are who? Who are the so-called Israelites? What are we called today? What you said? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That is correct. You understand? If you are black, Hispanic, Native American, then you are an Israelite according to the Bible. You understand? This is something that the I.S.U.P.K has been teaching since 1969. You understand? Not only have we been teaching it, but we have been proving it. You understand? One thing that I have not seen is somebody dispute the 12-tribe chart, which consists of blacks and Native Americans and Hispanics. You understand? Jamaicans, Haitians, so-called Negro, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, you know, and so on and so forth. You understand? I have not seen anybody debunk the 12-tribe chart to this day. You know what I'm saying? Whole 3-hour course full of information. Shout out Captain of 13,000 Qadash, man. All right, so next, you'll be able to find this in the book of Genesis, chapter 25. Right? So these next nations that we name for the rest of the class are our enemies. Contrary to popular Christian belief, our enemy is not at the center of the earth. Our enemy is on earth this very moment. You know what I'm saying? They rule and run everything. You understand? They oppress us. You know what I'm saying? You got you got the so-called white man in America oppressing us. You got the Chinese and the East Indians in Jamaica oppressing the West Indians. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. You got the Spaniards in Mexico oppressing the Hispanics. And I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. That nobody is innocent of who I'm about to name. All right. So moving on. The most diabolical nation, Edom, aka the devil. Well, they are devils, but man, oh man, oh man. Does anybody know who Edom is? You know who Edom is? Go ahead. That's true. But who is Edom today? The white man. That is correct. Mm-hmm. we have Edom, Adawam. All right. You have Edom, who was so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? You got the Spaniards. You have what else? The Russians, the Greeks, the what else? Turks, um, Caucasians. What else? I don't know. It's just a whole plethora. You got the how can I forget this? But the people who start our identity right now, the Jewish people, they came from Edom. You know what I'm saying? That's who Edom is today. All right. I'm gonna give y'all a moment of time. Hold on 1 second. All right. Have to clarify this real quick. You understand? Give y'all a couple of moments to write this down. Let me, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and check the chat. Let's see if we got anything on the chat right now. Good night. Shout out to UPK Azariah, sis. That is absolutely correct. Wait, hold on. Yeah, sure, Allah. Salaki, sis, you forgot the huh. You forgot the huh. So Yashara. Let me write this a little bit better. Yashara Allah. You understand? So what the only thing you was missing was the husses. Alright? So we're gonna move on to our next names. You understand? These are some of the same names you can find in Psalms 83. Psalms 83 tells you who these nations are to us till this very day. You understand? Contrary to popular Christian belief, we are not equal to these people in any way, shape, or form. All right, next we have Moab. All right. Does anybody know who Moab is? You understand? Give y'all 5 seconds. I'm gonna check the chat. Terrible name. Does anybody know who Mawa'aba is? That is correct. Let me see if anybody online got it. Alright. Nobody checked in. No sweat. Moab, or so-called, Moabites, are Chinese. Or Central Asia. Right? Alright. Paleo, and the Assyrian. Moving on to our next name, Ammon. AKA the Blunder Twins. They're not twins, but damn, dog. Shit. It's a lot here. If you know, you know. That's what we about to explain in a second. I'm over here with writing, use verbalization backwards. Alright. So does anybody know who Ammon is? Japanese is correct. Alright. Don't even know if I spelled it right. It does not matter. Alright, so does anybody know the story of Moab and Ammon and how they came to be? Go ahead. Lot and his daughters, you know what I'm saying? They fled out of Sodom and Gomorrah. And, you know, his daughters was like, he ain't got no son. So let's take it upon ourselves to get our father drunk and lay down with him. I don't know what the hell behooved them and made them think that was a great idea. But you see them today. They look like nobody upon the face of the earth. And genetically, they have traits of what we call Down syndrome. You know what I'm saying? It's embedded. It's hereditary because of who their forefathers is. Now, I don't know who laid down with them, but good night. Good night. So you know what happens when family lays down with one another? The babies come out with certain deformities, such as what you see today. You know what I'm saying? The slanted eyes, and you know, they act like they don't have it all together. You know what I mean? They say that the best at math, but I beg to differ. All right. One thing they can do, they can replicate. I know that, but now, moving on. So-called Moab, Moab, Ammon, Imawan, Moab Chinese, Ammon Japanese. All right, give it out some time. We're gonna move on. Shalom to everybody checking in. I got enough room on the board to write these other names. I'm gonna write the scripture, the chapter in the Bible. You can find them in. You can find them in Genesis 19. Right. All right. Moving on to Ishmael. Ishmael. I'm gonna write this smaller for room's sake. Ishmael is the name in English, and in Hebrew it is Yashamai. Oh, Yashamayal. Ah, dude, I'm sure. Hopefully. Alright, let's see. Keeping it to you. Damn, I'll be damn. I missed 2 letters. 3 letters. I'm tripping. Yashamai. Alright. Alright. Yep, that's it. So Ishmael is Yashamayal in Hebrew. So who is Ishmael today? Arabs. The musty tribes. It's crazy, you know. The further we go down the line, the funkier it get. Brother. I'm talking about the dirtiest, man. Like, good night, cause this next tribe, brother. All right, so separate this. All right. Next is Elam. Brother. That's it. I alone. So as we know, who is Ayalom? Who is Elam today? That's correct. East Indians. Good night, brother. They are. I'm talking about, man. It must be. I'm talking about the one of the dirtiest of the nations. I'm talking about the sanitation in the cleanliness is on the floor when it comes to them. Like, I'm talking about, brother, in the kingdom, it's gonna be a rule. You gotta bathe. Can't cook with your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some kind of decorum. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna be a lot to. It's good night. They over there with goop scoop and birth defects. Disgusting, brother. I can't eat. I cannot eat nothing that come from them. I better want to buy gas from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What was that extra step for? Like, he did his point. But these are the nations. Each and every last one of the nations that we named after Israel is abhorrent, disgusting, and a deplorable people. You understand? If it ain't black, Latino, or Native American, it is deplorable and unacceptable. This is why we have to be in rulership. Because ain't none of that finna be going on. Ain't gonna be no goof scoop. Ain't gonna be no pouring some in your mouth, spit it out, and handing it to somebody. Ain't gonna be no more of that. It's gonna be some decorum and some home training. That's really what it is. All these other nations lack home training. But guess what? We're gonna set the world as it should be. Lord allow, I'm gonna give you about 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna move on. Just musty, all of them. All right, moving on. Oh, Slacky. You can find Elam in Genesis 10. So Genesis 10. That's where you can find Elam. Did I write? Yeah. Ammon and Moab and Ammon, they're brothers. You can find them in Genesis 19. So I didn't write it right here, but you can find them both in Genesis 19. In Psalms 83, it speaks about how they are confederate against us. You understand? These are our enemies today. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these other nations clean. All of them have done crooked and are doing crooked as we speak. All of them have oppressed our people. Throughout all of history, not just today, but all throughout history. So why are we sitting up here trying to join with the people that has wronged our people for thousands of years now? I mean, truly, we are a nation not desired. If not, then who? All right, no sweat. Moving on to Japheth. All right. Next we have Japheth. You can find them in the book of Genesis chapter 10. You know what I'm saying? Their name is Yahpa'a. Does anybody know who Yahpa'a is today? If you do not, then no sweat. I'll give the answer away. I'm just trying to see who knows what. And to the naysayers, I haven't seen this in so long. Somebody try to argue and say that Japheth is the so-called oppressor. He is not. You know what I'm saying? That is something that you made up while you was high. You understand? Japheth is islanders. You know what I'm saying? They dwell on isles and whatnot. So you know what I'm saying? Hawaiians. You know I spell Hawaiian. I'm gonna do my best. Hawaiians. What's the what are they called? The people who do the haka. What's the people who be doing that haka stuff? They're islanders over there in somewhere. They're like tribal people. Yeah, that's it. Eskimos. How you spell Eskimos? I'm doing my best. Eskimos, Samoans. What you say? Turgans? Tongan, that's right, Tongan. You know what I'm saying? I forget, man. What are they called, bro? They that Moana joint. Moana. We gonna use her as an example. Moana was not an Israelite. She was based off of Japheth. Whatever people she came from, they were based off of Japhites. You understand? These are who Japheth is. Japheth was known to dwell on islands or isles. Now, to be fair, these were one of the tribes that really didn't do us nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there was something minor that happened, but it wasn't. They would not be punished to the degree of the rest of the nations. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be some high class servants. You know what I'm talking about? And really and truly,
Would that include the Hawaiians?
that's what I got right there, spelled incorrectly. Hawaiians, I don't know how to spell Hawaiian. I think it got two I's in it, I'm not sure. I only have a 12th grade American education, so. All right, moving on. Next we have good night. I don't know who's more dirtier, Ham, Elam, or this. I mean, they just take the cake. They just take the cake, man. I'm talking about with the fufu and the gasi and all that slop that they like to eat. And monkey, y'all seen them on Facebook eating a monkey head. These are these people. These are not us. You understand? All right. So who is the tribe of Ham? Mm-hmm. These are not our people. Let them tell you. These are the people that sold us on the ships. These are the people who nowadays are among probably some of the mustiest people you will ever meet. I'm talking about do they even have deodorant? I'm talking. I don't know what it is about Elam and Ham, But brother. Yeah, I had one pass me by one time, man. A matter of fact, we was in her house, man. We had to install something. Jesus, like they do not believe in personal hygiene. I don't know what it is, but you know, these are our enemies. These are the other nations. But look, if you know, you know. It's always the same oniony scent. I'm talking about wet dog. You passed by an Edomite woman, and she was smelling like ham.
Like a Hamite.
Ooh, a two-time loser. Like you would think after a 500 head start, brother, they had the best hygiene. And we had to teach them how to bathe. We had to teach them how to do everything. We had to build the system. We had to revolutionize this whole place through our ingenuity and our inventions, and they still stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make that make sense. They still don't know how to do a basic thing as bathing. I seen it. They expose themselves on brother. Christ gotta come. You know, that's all I'm gonna say, man. This place gotta fall. If you fed up with the funk, with the lack of hygiene, with the pestilence, then come into the I.S.U.P.K, man. Let's teach our people. Let's show our people what real rulership gonna look like, man. All right, let me keep on moving on. All right, no sweat. Let me see. All right, next we got Mazrayim. So like Mazrayim. I'll be surprised if you know who this is. Mm-hmm. Damn. That is correct. Egyptian. Who are who?
That I do not know. Who would the Egyptians be today?
African. I believe Sudanese people to be exact.
Sudanese are the true.
Real ugly. They look like. They look like. Brother, they. Yep. As I believe, that's why, you know, I'm definitely gonna brush up on that. But I believe that they are the modern day Sudanese people. Who cares that they're African? These next few tribes that we're gonna go over, these are just Hamites. That's it. All right, moving on to damn, I gotta write it in Hebrew, don't I? which is Chum, and you got Mataz Round, which are the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? The first captivity. You know what I'm saying? The people who laid down the foundation of this captivity. You understand? The Bible says that we will go into what? Egypt again. What does Egypt mean? Bondage. But this is the true name of Egypt, right?
That's why Christ said spiritual Egypt.
Brother, this is spiritual Egypt. You know what I'm saying? This time we do not know who we are. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, times 10 over here. The Edom out here wilding on us, man. They didn't brought us to the ringer. Maybe this time we'll get it right. You know, this time we will get it right. You know what I mean? We're gonna be in the first. Anyway, you can find them in the book of Genesis chapter 10. Same right here. Now these are all the sons of Ham that we finna go over. I'm gonna go ahead and erase everything off the board. If you did not catch it, just be kind and rewind.
I think I just remembered that extra Japanese tribe you were thinking about. Polynesian.
Yeah, that's it right there. Polynesian. Yeah. Polynesian. It's one more though. It's one more. I tell you, man, these lists just get mustier and mustier. You know what I'm saying? Like, good night. Alright, so next we have Canaan. Alright, there we go. Canaan are Africans. Right? Canaan in the Hebrew. Alright, next we got Cush. You know who the Cushites are? That is correct, brother. You study. I believe Zephaniah 2 and 12 would definitely clear up anything. They try to say Ethiopians have a right to Israel or something like that. No, not according to Zephaniah 2 and 12. I'm going to write that off to the side. last but not least, or is it? It definitely least. Another figure of speech, definitely. Alright, foot. That's a weird name. Foot or put, whatever. Oh, so like I'm supposed to watch on the way out the socks. Mm. All right. Do you know what foot is? Me neither. But I do know this. I do know that they are. They are so-called Hamites. They're just more sons of Ham. You know, I don't know why they're so deep on this list, but you can find all of them in Genesis 10. All right. And with that, you understand? I'm gonna give you about 5 more seconds, and then we gone. Most High Christ, we got to clear. You know what I mean? We got to clear this one. All right. If you did not catch that, just be kind of rewind. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a continuation of what will be on the office test. Go ahead, brother. Please use these notes as a study guide. Bible Kushai, you understand? All right, and with that, I'm gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb, Yadam Matah, sorry to the face sisters. Sisters Ahmadim, which means stand. Men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Latah Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yadam Matah, dismissed.